I know a lot of people have that as a goal, is to one day eventually hike to the top of Mount Everest, but doing it 25 times, wow, can't imagine that.
Ryan's got to get his cardio in some way, right? So
yeah, no kidding. And breathing.
There. That's
Can you imagine that?
Absolutely. Let's get out there right now, folks. Start talking about our forecast here in West Michigan. I'm going to try to give you some clear-cut answers as we go through this Mother's Day weekend. We've been mentioning about this maybe chance for rain on Sunday. Well, we need to try to figure out whether it's actually going to rain or not. Let's do that right now. Tower Cam, it is quiet outside. We've had winds come down pretty dramatically over the past couple hours. So just this northwest or west breeze around, say, 5 to 10 miles per hour at this point. Temperatures pretty much in the same position they were 24 hours ago. When I was doing this weather segment last night at about 10:35, yeah, I think it was lower 40s. And we got down to 32 in Grand Rapids this past morning. Had that dense fog around. Yes, I woke up, looked out my window, and I was like, wow, yeah, it turned out pretty foggy. Obviously, it was patchy. Not everybody was seeing it at the same time, but I don't think that that's going to be as big of a concern this coming morning. I can't rule out some haze perhaps out there on the horizon as these temperatures dive down towards the dew point values. Really, you can't rule out a little patchy light fog, but the dense variety, I would say odds are heavy against that to begin our Saturday. Temperatures running in the upper 30s to around 40 degrees, even some lower 40s out there. But, this is the time of night when you've got good radiational cooling, winds lightening up, that, certain locations are cooler than others that you might not think. I mean, look at Kalamazoo, 39, but then you've got a couple lower 40s showing up, and then a few upper 30s showing up even further southward. So just kind of that odd temperature pattern, and we'll have more of that materializing overnight tonight. But everybody pretty much backing up into the upper 20s to lower 30s, though I think 30 to 32 will be the most common numbers by the time we start off Saturday morning. Winds out of the north, yes, or the northwest at about 5 to 10. And low temperatures tonight projected, as I say, between about 30 and 32. There could be some outlined locations here, though it's not showing much there. Upper 20s, though I think the model was printing out a 28 in Big Rapids. These deeper purples signifying the zone where we do have freeze warnings officially going into effect at 2 a.m. and lasting until 9 a.m. The Carolina blue colors, those are where the frost advisories are. So that's a lesser kind of category of cold, but still I can anticipate patchy frost at least in basically all of West Michigan to open up our weekend. 32, I'm going with a low of 31, but back to 32 at 7 a.m. A sunrise at 6:27, a sunset at 8:51. Days continuing to lengthen eventually through the late morning and afternoon. There will be these mixed cumulus and stratocumulus clouds out there, so not a complete blue sky, but perhaps we may have that at the start if you're up early. A cool and quiet weekend overall. We'll talk about these showers in a second, scraping the southern sections of the viewing area. I think I-94 and southward on Sunday, and then warming up during the middle to latter parts of this coming week, such that mid to upper 60s will be common by Wednesday, Thursday, and beyond. And I think 70 plus is going to be achieved by next Saturday and Sunday. Nothing showing up on the radar. You wouldn't expect it to be showing anything because we have virtually no clouds out there. Now, again, as I mentioned at the top of the show, there are some low clouds trying to drift in off of Lake Michigan into Muskegon and Oceana counties, but kind of fading as they're doing so. Low pressure that didn't really bother us a whole lot today did produce a lot of showers and thunder showers over towards the east side of the state, including Detroit. But that is getting out of here. And this cool pool over Ontario just sitting there through the weekend. Watch the model into Monday even and Tuesday. So we're still feeling the influence of some cooler air. But eventually, as I've been mentioning the last few days, a ridge of high pressure with building temperatures out west begins to expand in our direction Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but particularly next weekend. That's the model on Friday. We're starting to feel those warmer temperatures building. Now watch this next system diving in from the Dakotas late Saturday night into Sunday. I think the European model is onto something here with the general southerly track. Now, I think also that there can be showers I-94 and southward on Sunday morning into the afternoon. So we're going to keep close tabs on that. Kalamazoo to Battle Creek and southward, but particularly to the Indiana line, Ryan. That's where the rainiest conditions will be. And GR, as it stands right now, I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of rain Sunday. So I think dry, but mostly cloudy. There's the warmer readings by later in the week.
All right. Thank you, Anthony. Still ahead tonight.